the best thing you can actually use while learning a different language is you need a tutor or a mentor. A tutor or a mentor that speaks the language natively. So that means they knew it from when they were born. There is people in this world that actually speak two native languages. For example, I grew up speaking French, but in the same time, I spoke English. So in my mind, when I speak English, I hear the language in English. And then when I speak in French, I hear the language in French. That is a sign that you truly know the language. And also, if you can write and read in both languages, it means you're somewhat native. Spanish has a lot of different accent, I think, and a different dialect, especially in Latin America. There is Spanish from Spain, but I'm not really interested in that because I am currently in North America. So I will most likely encounter somebody from Latin America than somebody from Spain. I went on a website called Preply. There's other websites like italki, I believe it's called. So I saw a picture of my tutor on a Preply ad on Facebook. I clicked on it, and that was about the first or second week that I was learning Spanish. And after using all those tools, Duolingo, learning the verbs and all the other stuff that I talked about on my other videos, I said I needed a tutor. So the beautiful thing about the tutor, when I went on Preply.com, I got to meet her. You get, I believe, a free class at the beginning. So you get to meet the teacher. And once you meet the teacher, you get to judge if she's or he is fit for you. You have a little conversation with the teacher. She tested my Spanish. And thank God, I actually learned a little bit of Spanish 2 weeks prior. I think it was even prior to my birthday. So I learned a little bit of Spanish, like how is your name and what is your name, how is your name, how are you doing? So that I can feel somewhat comfortable, right? So I go in class, she talked a bunch of Spanish. I had no clue what she was saying. And after that, I felt like she was the right teacher for me, right? So we booked sessions, and I went a little bit crazy because I really wanted to learn Spanish as fast as possible. There was a pandemic, and I really wanted to go somewhere else. Over here, it was just, I don't know. I just didn't like it no more. I pretty much booked 5 sessions a week. I did Monday, Tuesday, or I still do right now. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We skip Friday, and then on Saturday we do a session. On the sessions, it depends. It depends on you. My teacher, what she did was very good. She actually learned how I learn, and afterwards she started teaching me the way that she realized I learned, right? At the beginning she did the baby steps, but because for some odd reason I kept picking things really fast, we just skipped the baby step. Right now we have full-on speeches. You know, I go on Preply and I turn it on. We have conversations together. I try to understand as much as I can, and when I'm stuck, I ask her in Spanish, what is that? And she replies in Spanish in words that I can understand in gestures. So we've been doing it for quite a while now. I believe it's been a year now. And I will tell you something. I want to say I'm like fluent in Spanish in terms of like, there's other words that obviously I don't get. But in terms of understanding Spanish, if a Spanish speaker speaks Spanish near me, I will most likely understand all that they're saying, because I understand a lot of the context depending on the words that the person uses, right? I would say Spanish around 300 hours with a tutor. You should be able to understand everything a Spanish speaker says, especially the context of what the Spanish speaker is telling you is going on. And also, you're semi-fluent because you can understand and have conversation. The only thing that you will be missing will be like conjugation and maybe writing. But then again, Spanish, I believe, is a very easy language to write, because whatever it sounds like, it's how it is written. There's no double N words and double T words and all that kind of stuff that you have in English and other languages. There is a little bit of it, but not in normal words. And they're pronounced a lot more differently. I will have a video with my teacher, and we're gonna have a little conversation, and you guys are gonna see how I did it with my teacher. My goal was to learn how to speak fluently to Spanish people or people from Latin America, so that I feel a lot more comfortable when I go over there on trips. You know, I don't want to go over there as a, what did they say, gringo? I want to go over there as a semi-gringo, so that I don't know. Maybe it will be much more comfortable for me to be able to ask people, especially if I go there by myself. I should be able to ask people, where can I go to eat for a restaurant? And also for safety reasons, you know, if I get stuck in certain places, I can tuck my way out of things. The most important thing that I would say is get a tutor or a native speaker. If you can pay for it, pay for it. But the best thing would be if you have like a friend that speaks Spanish, you just start flat out speaking Spanish with your friend, and eventually you're going to start understanding what your friend says. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully you like this videos and the couple of videos I'm making. I'm trying to do this as much as I can because I do work. So that's why you catch me doing videos in my car and random spots, because hey, listen, when I can film, I film. I don't have time for like, a whole setup. So I'm trying to release as much content as I can as I'm learning, because once I start learning other languages, it's going to be a little bit different. It's going to be more in terms of like I redo what I did to learn Spanish. So the next language, when I do learn it, you guys will see. And hopefully by the end of my YouTube videos, I learn a bunch of languages, and I teach you guys also how I learn how to learn to speak other languages. I don't want to teach you guys how to learn the language. I want to teach you guys how to learn languages. I don't know if that makes sense, but hopefully it does. Again, like, comment, subscribe, ask me questions. If you want to have a video with me, go ahead. Maybe I can have a live video with a native speaker in Spanish. Me and you can talk, and let's just make it fun. All right.